Most traders know the patterns. Breakouts, gap fills, bounces off the 9 EMA. And yet, most still fail, not from a lack of knowledge. They fail because they're trading without context. Would you drive blindfolded on the freeway? That's what it's like trading without understanding market structure. Are we trending, consolidating, or reversing? Which setups fit today's environment? What levels truly matter and which are just noise? Market context answers all of that. That's why every morning I post a clear market context and game plan. It's the same blueprint I use before every trade. You'll know if we're in expansion or contraction mode, when to trust the open or fade it, whether a gap will run or reverse, where traders are trapped and where price is likely to react. With context, you're not chasing, you're executing. If you want to trade with clarity and conviction, read the daily game plan by 9 AM EST on Substack. Join us live on Discord and YouTube. It's not about seeing more setups. It's about knowing which ones matter before the bell rings.
Good morning, guys, on the YouTube. Just give me a 1 minute. I'm gonna setting up my computer. I'm traveling, so I just need another minute, and then we can start the analysis and discussion. Ready? Okay. So I'm sharing that now. Okay. Now I wanted to just set up my. So today is uh, the one beautiful bill, right? There is a. What is the news today? Yeah. So today is the day basically. It's a market maybe little. What time? You know the voting. What time is the voting? Yeah, I think because I think that will definitely going to impact the the trading. Just make sure that we know what time they're going to conclude their results, because that, yeah, well, yeah, that is basically because of the uh what we call because of the Trump and the Elon's chemistry. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and Elon is completely opposing it. So yeah, exactly. I mean, Tesla is anyways a more kind of a political, but overall, if we're gonna trade and ES and NQ, ES is exactly at the support where you need to bounce. The market is bouncing. What we need to see, we're gonna prepare the plan. I just need, I think, 1 more minute. Um, I'm trying to find that how I can do uh, the change the color of my Ninja Traders chart, because it show me green, oh, the white, and I don't want white. I know it was very easy to do it. um, Here you go, chart background. No, I think there was the whole theme. You can change it. So bizarre. I don't want sound. Right. I'm gonna start. Vivek, can you do me a favor? Can you just quickly Google and see how we can change the theme color for the whole Ninja Trader? Um, I can't find it. So right now I have the white color. I don't want white. Working, not working. Okay, let me see. Tool options, then general category. Uh-huh. So tools option. The first tools, then options. Mm-hmm. And then general. But I don't see the settings. I don't see the setting. I see the tools option. Yeah, I do. I see the options. Yeah. Hmm. Oh, here you go. Yeah, yeah, I got it. I got it. Skin here, and then s- okay, I think I need to restart now. So I think yesterday market was really not really worth it. It was just chopped yesterday. All right, I think yeah, it was just a $5 five points range. All right, let's look at it. Okay. S- Already, here you go, guys. So likely, okay. All right. So let's look at the ES first, and then let me just quickly check that the whether YouTube guys can hear me. Yep. All right. So here you go. So if you look at it, we are extremely in the bullish parabolic phase. We keep just pushing up. If you look at it, even the yesterday, it was a very small consolidation day. But if you look at it, how many days of green days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and in 7 days we basically broke out. Uh, and It's the same thing, whether you talk about ES or NQ, is the same thing. And now we had a one small consolidation day, or small low volatility day. What does it really mean? Does it mean the change of the direction? I don't think so. You look at, as far as we are holding above these these levels, it's not going to be easy for market to do anything else than just pushing up. Market is in the parabolic upside phase. It's just keep going up. Guys, I don't have the other tool to marking. This is my laptop, so just bear with me. I'm gonna draw, and I'm not sure why my short keys are also not working. But anyway, so you can see here, so 6220, that I was saying, that it seems to me that the yesterday and day before yesterday low, or 2 days ago close, that could be an important support area now. 6220, 6223, this area needs to hold. If we fail this area because of the bill or any other thing, then we're likely going to go back and retest this area. But if we hold this, we're likely going to make the new push up. The market is extremely strong. If you look at the weekly, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Not even so when we were coming down, there was only one green week, right? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? In 7 weeks is only one green week. Now, if we turn it around, you can see clearly that we have only one, two, three red weeks and all green weeks. And even the red weeks are just a small consolidation week. It's never broke the previous lows. So very strong market, very bullish, all-time high. As far as we stay above the 6,000 level, there is no way we can consider uh, thinking about that the market has changing the direction. So overall biasness is the bullish biasness is upside move. What we need to see that if we come to the smaller time frame, we can clearly see there are some resistances we have created based on the yesterday price action. Every time it's tried to come on this area, we just came this morning, and we got a bounce. So 6226 area is a bouncing area, and similarly 6250 is the resistance area. So still the market is not really, we wouldn't say that it's too much. Excuse me. Is still the 20 points, 10 points range, so market is really tight. I would identify this day as low to medium day for opportunity wise. I don't see the big move coming in unless we break those levels. If we break those levels, then yes, then we can consider it. But as far as we stay within those ranges, we do not need to size up or try pushing too much. So look at it here. There's a gap here, but it's holding very nicely. Um, we have a clear resistance here, if you can mark, right? Uh, Yesterday afternoon, it had a one spike up, then fail. After 9 o'clock, it tried to bounce one more time, but again, fail. So it's basically we are in between 6,225 to 2,655. So it's almost the 25 points range, 25 point range, which is not too much. Okay, it's mean that we really need to be very cognizant of sizing up, because it's easier to lose money on this market than making money. Excuse me. I'm not feeling well from last month now, and I don't know. It's just cough is not going away. Morning, Waldemar. Morning, Miguel. I mean, trip is good, but I'm just got sick. I'm still, trying not to come the sickness come over me. Still fighting, but it's really hurting me now. Especially uh, last night, I guess. But anyway, today I'm gonna be gonna heading out towards the North Carolina. So far so good. Um, so we really had fun time in Washington. So it's good. Yeah, but weather was really hot. Oh man, you can't believe it's so hot that it's so difficult to walk. But I'm glad that we came over the weekend, so it's much easier to roam around because they have the free parking in Washington on the weekend. Otherwise, if every stop you do, first is gonna add up the parking cost, and on secondly, uh, that is gonna be too much traffic. All the usual roads under Washington is not more than 25-30 miles, which is really slow, and too many traffic lights. So it's really slow traffic. So weekend, I think weekend definitely is a good time to visit Washington. All right, so let's look at the NQ now. So NQ has a similar price action. We can clearly see this is the uh, Sunday evening, and this is the yesterday. If you can look at it here, every time the price comes in, it bounces. Uh, and NQ a little bit drop here. So NQ has a range from 22,750 to all the way to 2850. So likely NQ would be the better option to trade today, uh, given the volatility we have. But remember, if if it's NQ start chopping around, it's much easier to lose on these days in NQ than the ES. ES you still come with a small loss, but if NQ you're gonna lose a lot. So here you go, guys. Any questions about the plan? Why I don't see here? Okay. Vivek, you told me the one setting, right? That where they automatically roll over uh, the options in Ninja Traders. Where is this option? Because when I adding into this platform, it's still showing me the June futures. Not sure. So why is this still showing me? It's been rollover. It's been a while now. It doesn't give me the options. If I go here, ES is showing me September, but NQ is showing me still the June. No, but I don't have any position. They automatically should update that. Okay, what I would do? Let me just Google it. It's so bizarre, right? They don't update everything. Miguel, do you know a Miguel? No, basically this is different laptop. No, this is different laptop. So in this laptop, they didn't do it. Yeah, sure. I think for ES is fine, but I so crazy. Anyway, meantime, Miguel is helping me out. Let me see if guys on the YouTube you have any questions. So while we're doing it, so it's really important every day when you start trading and you make your plan. Uh, always make sure that you think of it the today's day as how do you rate that day? Do you feel that that day is from the opportunity perspective is a good day, is okay day, is a high opportunity day? Because if you're not going to rate that, you're going to struggle in your sizing, in your consistency, in your profitability. This is really important always. So today we clearly see that market is coming lower, has some sell-off pressure, right? There's no doubt about it. We can clearly see that. At the same time, we saw that the sell-off is very close to all these supports being created in the last few days. So the question is that, is this support going to break, or this support is going to hold? So what we have seen so far, the support is holding it, but we cannot guess this because this is the uh, third attempt. Price is coming back to this area, so we need to be patiently waiting it. So we can safely assume that if this support holds, excuse me, if this supports hold, then we can clearly say that the market can go back to 6250 area. But if the support breaks, then we know that the next area is 61,000, 6,180. So then we can appropriately plan our trade and play. So, but don't guess it. My idea is that if you go long on the support, hoping that it is going to hold it, and assume it doesn't hold, then you're gonna get stuck, right? Um, and you might gonna have a very big loss because of the flush. So we need to be careful here, not assuming anything. If we see that the support is failing, then actual trade, what we need to do is between this area. So this is going to be then the uh, so then this is going to be the next zone we need to trade in. But if we see the price is holding, then we need to trade again this area. So we maybe go long here, risking this, getting upside move, and if it's break, then we can take the risk downside here, risking the prior low and profit. So always think from that perspective. Similarly, ES and NQR is also the same thing. We need to really make sure that um, is NQ holding this, which is 22,750, 7,000, 7,040. If it can hold this area, then we can likely assume that market can NQ can push back up to the 2,800, 2,900, and then where we can go long. But if you see is failing, then we can see that this range, maybe the range we can play on the short side, right? So always note down those things. uh, so as far as right now, I do not see very exciting day. uh, but as we know, we are waiting for some political development around the bill. So there might be uncertainty comes in and volatility spikes, and we're gonna find a good trades. But until then, we just need to watch for the areas. Yeah. All right. Let me just go tools and database. Yeah, database management, and it say that this will replace the updated journal. So is it? What should I click here? Okay, I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Yeah, I got it. There's an option, but there's an option to do the rollover manually. Okay, if I'm going now in futures, I should see the NQ September. Yeah, there you go. All good. Thank you so much. All right. Why suddenly go? Okay. Good luck. Market open. First move is on the upside. What's happening here? So market definitely holding this support right now. Retesting of the upper band. Very small gap. Let's see that does the market close that gap or what market does here. NQ is trying to push back down. ES looks little more a bit more stronger than the NQ at this point. NQ still trying to push back down. ES wanted to go up. I think that's what I'm called this divergences. This divergence is not easy to trade. Okay, let's see what it does now. Can it fail? If ES fails, we can go short here. Nope. Small range, almost 6 points range in the first 5 minutes, and NQ has almost 25, 30 points range, which is very small range. That's what I was talking about. That if this range is stop you out once, then it's really going to be harder for you to be profitable in a given today unless you find a bigger move. Right now, it's really churning. It doesn't know whether it wants to close the gap or it wants to come down. So watch out if it fails here and breakdown happens, and we can go short. Okay, 5 minutes are over. Get ready. Shorting under 60 to 34. 5 is going to be 5 point stop loss. Excuse me. All right, so far it's holding. I don't think so. It's failing here. It's holding. We'll see. We will evaluate again. It's an important area now, right now, whether it breaks out or fails. And if it breaks out with NQ and ES both breaking out at the same time, then we can go long as well. Yeah, it's trying to break out. So we'll if it breaks out over the on the upside, we can go long with the risk of 5 points again. So this is going to be our stop loss under 62.35, but it has to break out. Let's see what it does. This is going to be an important candle. Can it does can it turn into a red, or is breakout trade, or is come back down again on the low of the day? So far NQ, if you look at the NQ, is just every candle is the same size. At least ES has a bit of range, but if you look at the NQ, every candle is the same size. So no trade, all ideas are cancelled. If it fails here, we can still go short, but we'll see. Right now they are in the range. Right, seems like market is holding. Let's see, can it break out here? If it breaks out above 62.42, we can go long. But ES and NQ both needs to break out at the same time. Not yet. Not yet. Okay, let's see now. Can it break out now? Still watching for the ES for the breakout. Okay. 41, I'm gonna go long. Not yet. NQ is not breaking out. I want ES and NQ to break out at the same time. NQ is not yet breaking out, so not yet. See here, NQ is not breaking out. I want NQ to break out as well. So no entry for me. Let's see now. Can it happen this time? Very slow price action. Okay, watch now. Can NQ break out now? Because ES has tried a couple of times, but NQ is not supporting. So once NQ will join this, then we can go long. No, again failed. So no entry for me. So keep an eye. We might gonna find the short entry here, but it has to fail. Right now we are within the morning range. Is there any news at 10 o'clock? I think it's failing. Let's see what NQ. NQ is really pushing down. Is there any news at 10 o'clock today? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that might be the reasoning. So NQ is failing now. We can look for the NQ short, but only problem is again is going to be a low conviction trade. The reason is that ES has not yet joined. ES is still on the top side. Um, so we'll see if we can find a trade. We can maybe we can try smaller size ES because NQ already failed. And we have only 2 minutes away. Okay, I'm gonna try a small size ES short trade. So I'm short ES. So far it's moved well, um, but we want this to break down under the lows. So ES NQ is basically held the yesterday low, which is the 222,780. Um, let's see what it does here. Can it fail here further? If not, then we can just stop out in a smaller loss because it can easily push the ES on the over the highs. Okay, okay, and NQ is still weak, but E is stronger. Okay, I'm gonna stop out. I think it seems like a trap. I stopped out on a 1 point risk, small risk. Um, I can re-enter if this candle turned red, but I'm not sure what it's trying to look at this bounce, immediate bounce from those levels. It might be a support still there, and this time it might gonna go and break on the upside. So get ready for the long side, I guess. This look at this, the way it held the support clearly, right? And E is already very strong, so I'm gonna go long here. Once it's gonna break over the highs, okay. If this breaks over the highs, this candle, I'm gonna go long. Not yet. Okay, I'm long. I think that was just a seems like a trap. Okay, this is important candle. Can it fail here or is a reset? I don't see any reason for this to fail now. ES is NQ has got the support. ES is over the VWAP, over the opening range. We can easily close the gap. Come on. Let's see, can it move now? It's taking too long, and NQ is not supporting again. Just a garbage day. I'm reducing my size here. ESS did nothing wrong, but look at the NQ. I mean, it's just the very slow price action. Nobody's supporting anything, but it looks very strong at this point. Look at this opening range holding very nicely. The only problem is that NQ needs to support here. ES is way above the VWAP. Everything is really in order. NQ has a divergence. Okay, here you go. Here you go. Can it continue? Come on. Come on, continue. Come on. Doing good. Right now is doing good. We want this to close the gap and a little bit more. NQ is supporting now. So I don't think so we have any problem here. We can easily go 6250 as a target. I think this is a good trade. Any one of you guys long with me? I'm so happy. At least something is get doing good in my life. Really sick. I think it's going to break out now over the close. I want the 6249. If we can get it. NQ is right now is very close to the opening range. We want this to break a little bit. I'm gonna start lift. You know, I'm gonna start lifting my trailing order as well. One is gonna cross 6247, and I put the limit order at 6251 in case if it spike 60, in fact 62 50 25. If it's going to spike up, I'm going to take it, and over 47 I'm going to trail my order. Here you go. I'm going to start trailing my order. Come on, a little bit more. It's break is the break the overnight close. Okay, I want a little bit more. Okay, we still have a room in the SPY. Okay, good. Come on, push. One more push. It's almost pre-market high. Here you go. I'm going to put the trailing stop. There you go. Come on, 49 touched. Come on, 50, 50. Come on, one more push. Here you go. I'm trailing it. We are very close. We are very close to hitting our target. All right, my trailing stop hit. I'm really good. I'm really green at this point. Nothing I can ask for more. Any one of you taking the trade with me, guys? Can you hear me or no? Good, Vivek. Vivek, it's give me happiness. What about Miguel, Waldemar, Dan, guys on the YouTube? Why? It was such a nice opening range trade. Good. No, always follow your rules. Good, good. No, always follow your rules because nothing can save you than your rules. Basically, the idea is in the day trading or the trading world that we need a freedom, uh, and and I think this is a very mythological debate. in a sense that you say that you're looking for a freedom, but human beings are not meant to being created to be free. And that's why when you have a too much freedom, you basically unable to control your emotions and actions, because you feel like pressing the buttons is the most powerful thing you can do. And actually the freedom which you're looking for is the actual uh, you know, the thing which prevents you being a consistently profitable trader. So unless you surrender your freedom towards the almighty, and that almighty could be your rules, could be anything, but you have to surrender your will towards to that almighty. And only thing in the trading which can survive, help you survive, is basically that almighty, which are basically your rules. If you cannot follow your rules, that freedom is basically going to kill you. It's a very strange thing. You know, I always think about it, that why people fail, you know, this because that they're looking for freedom, and we are not built for freedom. Human beings are not here for freedom. They see, that's why we have a laws, we have a regulation, we have a universe, we have a nature, and all those things are here for us to surrender. You know, it's a perfect debate on the Washington DC, right? To surrender your will towards the President Trump. Anyway, do you guys agree or no? What do you guys think? No, it's, and it's good. So you know, see, it's really important. So to be very honest, if you ask me, if I'm not here teaching you guys, would I trade today? I would say no. You know, I wouldn't be trading today. As I mentioned when he opening it up, that should we trade? What does the opportunity look like? I told you that today is a slow day. I feel like it's going to be, you know, it's going to be uh, a low opportunity day. You hardly gonna find one a good do good trade. But if you stop out, you just stop out. Don't chase the moves, because there not many moves are there unless we break those ranges. If the ranges we break, then we're going to do it. Luckily, what will happen, the market opens very close to the support. It tried to fail, hold that. So once it's hold it, now we have a very good room. If I don't know, it's going to continue in the continuation of the move, or 10 o'clock when the news comes in, it goes back down, or it's going to go back and retest the higher band, which is 20, 62, 66. But you do not need to trade every day. You know, if you just focus on trading the days which are high opportunity days, which is usually comes maybe 10 to 12 days in the month, which are really high opportunities, which are volatile, which give you expansion. You go with your, you know, two ES risk. You risk $500, and you try to make 10 points, 10, 15 points. And in the one, you know, on those two, on those 10 days, basically you're going to make uh, your whole $10,000. Uh, you basically would do, you basically still making on those days, but you're losing on the other days. Guys on the YouTube, what do you guys think? Anyone open the microphone here? Saying something? Waldemar? Vivek? Yeah. Yeah. Think about it that this trading is a 24-hour stream, right? 24-hour stream, just like any Netflix series. So, for instance, if your wife or anyone in your family watching the TV and you are not watching it, and and you're in the other room, and you know, infrequently you're just moving from one room to other room, and you hear something in the movie. There might be an action, there might be romance, there might be a drama, right? And if you start getting your attention to every time you pass to that room and you hear the noise and you start getting your attention towards that, neither able to enjoy the movie, uh, or nor are you able to do anything, able to achieve anything from that. And that's exactly the what market is. So market is 24-hour stream. It's continuously moving. It's continuously moving. And if you have a habit to watch the market in, through your cell phone and then jump back online, open your computer thinking, oh, this is a moment, you likely going to fail it, because either the movement has already been passed, right? So if that, for instance, you really love the scene, there was an action scene coming on the screen, you love the screen, but then suddenly uh, that action is over, there's no more action in the movie, so you would just keep chasing the same action, but there's no other action. Same thing happened with the market. So never chase the market. Once you close it, just close it. Don't reopen it. Don't chase at all. Don't even look once you finish your day, because this is not going to help you. All right, guys. So 10 o'clock happened. This news came in. There's some movement. I'm gonna watch maybe another couple more minutes, and I'm really, really tired. I wanna close early, and I basically call my doctor if he can send me the prescription so I can take antibiotics. If not, then I'm gonna on the way I'm gonna attend any clinic, just to get the medicine. I feel like I really need now. I'm really I cannot fight anymore without medicine. Um, so now, but see, the plan is that if you trade, you know I would say don't trade it, but if you like to trade it, see if it can price move over 6250. If price can move over 6250, then likely this area I can draw for you guys. This area can come in play, but you need to see the break, uh complete breakout over that. And if it fails, then let me just do the other time frame. So then this area. But if price stay within those areas, you can clearly see that there is not much movement. There's no much action. It's very slow price action. NQ is still not within the 5 minutes range. Look at this. NQ is still within the first 5 minute range. So, it's not, I would just say that you're not going to miss anything. Put the alert on for the price to go over 50, 62 65, or price come below 62.20. Just alert yourself, and if price comes into that range, then just open the terminal. If price move around within those ranges, you do not even need to look at it. It might be just another consolidation day. Don't waste time, enjoy your day. It's a good summer day. And remember, this is July, the first month, first day of the first for the new month, and we have a July 4th. So July is a bit slow as well, right? So think from that perspective. We have an excellent quarter last quarter, uh, and I was telling you, look at this, beautiful, you know, squeeze happen. Every short seller is been now crying for their life. You know, market was just insanely unforgiving, uh, extremely bullish, extremely bullish. So any questions before I close the transmission? Anyone on the YouTube, guys? I really appreciate. I really need your support. If you guys give a thumbs up, And so tomorrow, if I stop somewhere uh, on the way, uh, I will do it tomorrow stream. But Thursday I will be at home. So Thursday I will be at home. So definitely we're going to do the stream, and then 4th of July is the holiday. So I'm gonna update you guys for tomorrow whether I'm going to do the stream or not. But definitely the Thursday I will do it, and then we will not miss any other day on the July. Uh, I don't have any other plans of taking off, so we're gonna do it. So check it out. I haven't checked yet, but it could. Yeah, so we'll still, if the future will open for first, we can try. If we can find some trade, if not, then we can just skip it. Not taking any trade, but I'll still be online. I likely be back on Thursday. Yeah, yeah. Mm. So see, depend on the range there. So sometimes NQ is in a very tight range in the whole Asia market range, and it's really. But you may not even find the opportunity. It's just not worth to watch it. You know what I mean? I just say just don't do that. You don't need too many action. You look for. So you need these kind of things. So you mark those levels. I was watching it. Remember, I think I even called it out in the chat room. I think you did you take it this one with me, or which one I asked? Yeah, right. Yeah. So you mark for those levels and see that when price comes in. Even I was in the museum yesterday, but I was watching it. I was thinking, okay, and if the price can come to 60 to 20, let me just put the ES so then you can see what I'm talking about. So before this move, I was watching to price to come to 60 to 24 area from this level, and price came in, bounce, and look at it, how beautiful you move. So you essentially tomorrow, yesterday, basically there is no trade on this area at all, unless price come to that area. Once the price came in, that's where you that's where the trade was in just last 1.5 hour. But the point is that do you have the patience? So you don't need more strategies, you need more patience, and that is very difficult to do. That's why even I'm telling you now that don't watch it, because watching is number one killer. Okay, don't watch the market, because what happened is that when you watch the market, you feel like that every candle is, you feel like, okay, this is the candle, it's market going to make the move. What you do, make the alert, put the alert on, before the breakout, maybe put the 64 64, and then put the alert on the downside close to 60 to 34. And if price hit that area, then you come and log in and see that whether you have the trade or not. As far as market is moving within this ranges, let the market move. Do not need to trade. Don't even look at it, because you otherwise you're gonna feel like, oh, this is a trade, this is a trade, this is a trade. Is no, no, that's also because when you trade on the wrong time, you, I'm gonna give you examples. So you see what I mean to say. So let's take it here. Example. Let's look at the 5 minutes. If you need to trade NQ, move out from 1 minute chart to 5 minute chart. Okay, I'm telling you honestly. If you really want to make money trading NQ, you need to move out from 1 minute chart to 5 minute. Okay, unless you find the clear breakout structures on the 5 minute chart, don't take the NQ trades. Okay, you can clearly see from this chart where is the 5 minute breakout candle, and there's only one trade in the whole chart. Tell me, where is it? Here, look at this one. Let me just zoom, maximize the chart. Look at this. This is the first 5 minutes. Market is just in the consolidation. Okay, within the first 5 minutes. As the rule, as a strategy, I always explain to you that uh, you do not need to trade the day when the market is the first 5 minutes range. This is the first 5 minutes, and market was, or NQ was throughout the day within the first 5 minutes range. So there is no trade at all. Okay, if you are forcing any trade yesterday, you're making it's mean that you just love pressing buttons. There was no trade at all. Okay. Similarly, the only trade we saw when market has breakout here, nice consolidation. Not even this trade. You don't need to even take this trade. When you see another 5 minutes of consolidation, 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes of consolidation, then you take a see. Now I'm gonna give you see how low risk it was. Entry was. You go long here, almost 22,822, and then you're gonna risk this. How many points were there? How many points were there? 62, 50, 82, 62, 20 points. As I mentioned, in order for you to trade NQ, you at least need to have 20 points risk. If you cannot, take 20 points risk, don't trade it. Try MNQ. But then look at this. You take the 20-point risk and look at the gain. How many points are there? 340. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you can see, right? Why? Because the market was in the 5 minute range throughout the day. Just like right now, market is trying to break down, but it's still within the first 5 minutes range. So, no trade unless market really break down. If market doesn't break down, stay within the first 5 minutes range. Why? How can you trade that? You don't have any trade. But the ES is still holding it, so we don't know whether it's going to hold. So see, still market is in the first 5 minute range. That's why I'm telling you, every minute you're gonna see feel like, oh, this is moving now, this is moving now. But you never know. It's just gonna touch here and then bounce back up. Unless we see a clear breakdown below this level, we cannot take any trade. Look at this, 22,780. So unless we clearly break this down, there's no trade. And that's the problem. If you're gonna watch, you're gonna feel like, oh, this is a candle, and you're gonna short, and they're gonna squeeze you out, right? So yeah, don't take put the alerts on. If you really want to trade, put the alerts on. Once you see the price coming down, clearly breaking down, the candle close below those levels, that's the time when you're gonna trade. And see, and you can clearly see the divergence. And as I mentioned, your edge is already 50% less. If you're trading ES and NQ and both are not moving in the same direction, you already have 50% less chances of getting successful in your trade. And we only got successful in this trade is because at the time ES NQ was also pushing up. See, the moment NQ stopped, look at the ES start also failing. Exactly. So, if the divergence is in the market, then you already have a 50% less chance to be successful in your trade. So why you need to even take those trades? All right, I'm gonna head out, guys. I really appreciate if you're gonna give a thumbs up on a YouTube. Um, and yeah, I know because of low engagement, we don't getting a lot of thumbs up and likes, so we're not pushing too much. The YouTube algo is not helping us out at all. So I need your support. And yeah, and I'm gonna give you update for tomorrow. Okay. All right. Thanks, Wiggle. Thanks. Yeah. Thank you. Bye.